Hey there. This is the next day. Yes, I'm wearing the same thing because I'm painting, so I'm not getting all my clothes dirty and everything. So let's set that straight. Next day, same clothes. Anyway, I just got off the phone with Renogy because my battery monitor this morning took a very big dip, and I'm like, why? My batteries normally hold. I mean, it remains steady. If I'm just getting power from the solar, but it took a big hit this morning. I'm trying to figure out why. I did plug up the DC to DC charger. Wasn't sure if it was accurate, and I didn't see if it was receiving power, but I think it is if my batteries took a dip. Nonetheless, I got off the phone with Renogy. Ha 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 ha. Here are the instructions right here. I'm looking at this. I plugged it in wrong. This here, the output side, I thought that was coming from the engine. So it is plugged up, getting power from the engine to the output side, and the house is on the input side. Plugged up all wrong. All the way wrong. That's why it took a dip. So it took that 800 number to Renogy to find out why, if it was even plugged up right. And it was not. And this is probably them calling me back. This is Renogy calling me back because I was on hold for so long. I hung up. Give me a minute. Hello. Just got off the phone with tech support with Renogy. Tech support is awesome. I mean, they're quite thorough, and they sent me what do you call that? An email diagram of what should do. But the diagram is exactly as what's in the book, just not totally plain, you know. So, long story short, let's unwire it and flip it. The wires that's on this side right here is coming from the engine. This, I got it wired coming from here down and around and hooked up here, and it's to the engine. It's to the engine battery. Set up wrong. I need to flip it. This needs to go to the house. Alright, well, I didn't finish painting yet because I was trying to get this situated. It's going to be nice and hot. Starting next week is going to be in the 90s, mid 90s. So I want to turn the fridge on. And I don't want my batteries to take a hit. So I thought I'd go ahead and do the DC to DC charger. Solar panels, I have it. It do okay, but I mean, if I take a drive around the block or just start the van up, boom, battery's charged. That's what I need. That's what I'm looking for. That's the purpose of me getting the DC to DC charger, because I had a battery isolator. I don't even know what to say about that. I didn't see much. It wasn't a big whoop. Was it a lifesaver? Sorta, kinda. But I mean, I drove a long ways, and I didn't see very much in the battery department. So that's why I got the DC to DC charger. One, yes, I was being cheap. You already know. Two, I thought it would work for me, but it didn't. Hey there. We are back at it again with the DC to DC charger. A mistake, very minor mistake, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an electrician. So the simplest, easiest little thing I'm thinking is major. Oh my God, what's the problem? I'll get to that in a minute. As you can tell, Arnold went ahead and taped this up. He taped it up and we stuck the wire up in there so I know which wire is hot. So when I turn the key, it turns the power on to the charger. I had to buy this from Amazon, whole big old pack, just for one. Anyway, I got that, stuck, that's what this is, crimped it, stuck it up in there, and I'm like, there's still no power to the charger. What's going on? What's going on? Long story short, let's get you remember when I put it in there backwards, I installed it the opposite way around. It immediately blew a fuse, and that's why I wasn't getting any power after it was corrected. If I was a mechanic or knew anything about electricity, this would be the first thing I would check out. The first thing I looked into is not getting power. Let's check the source. Nope. Fuse was blown. So let's go to the other side and I'll show you what it looks like, where it's at, so on and so forth. Give me a minute. Alright, on the other side. So while I had a couple of days to marinate on this thing, my batteries are flooded something, whatever. They're not lithium. Anybody want to sponsor me? That would be great. I would love some lithium batteries. Anyway, back at it. Oh, it's a little hot. It gave me a minute to go through the diagram, actually read, and make sure the dip switch was set correctly. And even though I blew a fuse because it was in there backwards, the dip switch wasn't correct. So as you can see, I marked it where the way it's supposed to be. So when I got to my mechanic yesterday, Javier, Honesty Automotive, been with him for years, love him. So anyway, I have it underneath, tucked away. That's over there, tucked away underneath here. This is where it will be housed. I don't need to screw it down or anything because it don't slide. So let's get this out. It's in there a little snug. There. See, I had this wire on that side, this wire on that side, and immediately blew the fuse. But here, this is the D wire here, this one here, and let's put that, oi, how can we put it? Let's go, whatever. Anyway, so if I turn the key, this green light will come on, and that means we got power. And as you can see, the dip switch is set the way it is in the diagram. So let me turn the key. Turn the key to the on position and the light should come on. Let's turn the key on position and there it is. We got it. All behind, turn down this music. All behind a blown fuse. A blown fuse is what it was. It was working the whole entire time. I just didn't think to check on the fuse that was blown because I installed it backwards the first time. So it's done. It's finished. Let's turn that off. Oh yeah. And as you can see, the light goes off. So now it's not getting a charge. I can't drain the battery from my engine. So let's stick this back underneath there like that. Put that back in there. Beautiful. And there it is. That's done. On to the next project is finishing up the cabinets. Thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a great deal. And I see you on the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.